How's it going, Sagittarius? It's Robin here. I'm doing your year ahead reading. I'm just going to use the Dragon Tarot to see what could possibly happen for you, overarching themes, storylines, stuff like that. So this is a general reading for Sagittarius in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I hope you enjoy. And if this one is not working for you, like maybe check out your moon sign reading, because that could be the message that you need to hear. So with the Dragon Tarot, I'll do your general reading, okay? And then at the end, I'm going to pull a card from a different deck for your House of Money. And then again, a second different deck for your House of Love. And I'm just being guided to pull, okay. And I'm actually getting two cards here. So we have the Six of Wands and we do have the Two of Cups, okay? So right away, with the Six of Wands, this is somebody that could possibly have been some sort of a hero for you, somebody that at one time was very, very close to you with the Two of Cups. And I feel like this person could be trying to reach you from very far away. And for some of you, it could actually be somebody trying to reach you from the other side of the veil, which means that they have passed away either recently or not so recently, and they have a message for you, okay? So for those of you that are experiencing this with somebody that is no longer among the living, you could be hearing like a really hollow whisper that is freaking you out. You could be having really high-pitched tones in your right ear. So it could be like really escalating your heart rate, which is what I'm getting for you. So really just pay attention to when you're getting these sort of bizarre physical symptoms, because this is when you need to keep yourself the calmest. Do some really slow, deep breathing and try to slow down the pitch of the whine that is happening in your ear, okay? It feels like this needs to be like slowed down to a meditative state, because I feel like the message is being sped up in the difference of the dimensions from beyond the veil to here, and you're never going to be able to hear it unless you do something about it, okay? So some of you could even really want to like involve a medium, okay? But we do have the Chariot here, so I would say that your life is probably going to pick up. I'm getting the word monstrous, like it's just, everything is just going to seem like a whirlwind. And what I'm getting here is around the month of March, okay? So I don't know why, but I'm going to pull another card here. You can see here with the Chariot card, the driver is barely able to contain these dragons. So I feel like this is going to be something that you're going to be swept up in to a certain degree. Somebody very close to you could have something huge happen to them, and then you'll be along for the ride. And obviously this is your choice, but I'm getting here with the Four of Cups that this is something that you would rather not participate in. And we have the Judgment card. So like this could be somebody that gets a scholarship, right? And they have to go on some sort of a road tour. Maybe it's somebody that you know that is an author and they booked all these book signings, you know, and they have to go from town to town to town. Sorry. I just feel like you probably don't want to be, and the Judgment card, like in somebody's secondhand sort of aura of success, that it is not going to fit with you. And it's okay for you to acknowledge that. Might be something that you don't want to really disclose to other people, you know, where it does feel like it's going to be a little bit of a selfish energy, but I just want you to understand that it's okay to feel that way. And it does have a lot to do with the self-recognition of what is going to be healthy for you to be able to participate in, you know. Maybe you want to sorry, my allergies are really bad. Maybe you just want to go to every 1 in 10 book signing, you know, or just whatever it is that you can handle. because I feel like you would just be very unhappy sort of being on the sidelines of somebody else's success and maybe getting a pat on the head from an organizer, or being completely forgotten about by the person that you're meant to be supporting because they're having such a great time. And that would just, I see this getting like really, really heavy on your nerves. Okay. So, when this happens for you, don't commit to anything right away, especially if you know that this is not going to be the type of life that you want to live for yourself. Okay. And you could just say, you know what, is there anything else that I could do to help support you while you're going through this? Could I run a fan page, or, you know, something where I don't have to travel? I'm just not feeling up to it. And you can make a big fat lie about that if you want to. Because you're the one that is going to actually, like, all of that, you'll have to internalize so much of it that it's going to come back out, and you're going to come off looking as if like the worst person in the world because you're jealous of somebody else's success. So, with all that being said, I'm going to pull a couple more cards. The Seven of Wands, I see you really having to stick up for yourself. And I'm getting, again, this is going to happen a little bit later in the year, somewhere around September. I feel like you could be approached by another fire sign that is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And we do have the Devil card here. So I feel like this person is going to have a bit of an axe to grind. Maybe they just want to have some sort of an argument with you. Okay, so be prepared for that. And this could have something to do with this other thing that I was seeing, like the book tour or whatever it is that ends up happening, particularly for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so, I mean, it's okay to recognize what other people might see as shortcomings in yourself and do something about it. But let's have another card here with this Seven of Wands and then the Devil, because I feel like this is going to have something to do about money. It could be very, very uncomfortable for you. Okay, so might be a little bit of something to do with this other thing that we were seeing before, where somebody is going to approach you and offer you a certain amount of money, maybe your own show, something like that. But I feel like the intention is to make you look really, really, really awful. Like the press would be really bad. You know what I mean? Any advertising would just make you look like a villain. And if you're not okay with that, you need to stay away from it. If you're okay looking like this in the general public and taking the kind of heat that comes with that, like maybe look at some people and like the dark side of fame, the ugly side of fame, like where people are getting like hate mail and stuff like that, you know, that it could be very lucrative. It could really, really be lucrative. And if you've got a really thick skin, Sagittarius, and you're resolved to never read comments, you know, on social media, you could do very, very well. It just depends on your nature. So let's look at money. Okay, so there's definitely something going on with your moon sign that you're going to get a little bit more comfortable with. So I want to suggest for you, Sagittarius, maybe watch a moon sign reading for you, you know, whatever your moon sign is. It doesn't have to be my readings, but I think there could be a really, really good tip for you in a moon sign reading for you. Maybe even a talent could be revealed. That's what I'm getting here further too, is that maybe you don't need a reading. Maybe what you need to do is go look at the attributes of your moon sign and see where they excel. I need to clear my throat. I'm really sorry. Anyway, so just some sort of skill or talent that you haven't been putting to any sort of good use. And it could also come into, and I feel like you're going to be made a supervillain somehow. But there is some sort of an ancient type of, you know, where something is passed down from one generation to another. With the Six of Wands here, I've got your ancestors supporting you. So maybe it is some sort of an art or, you know, a hobby that can be turned into something very, very lucrative. And that's going to be, I don't think it's going to be the same income stream as whatever this villainous sort of behavior is going to pay off for you, which seems really weird. But I mean, I think you can do it, Sagittarius. You know, you could just put on that face and make it work. And then some of you just might have to disappear. Like just leave, you know, vanish from any type of celebrity that might happen. And maybe that's why you're given that second income stream. So you could just continue. Anyway, it does look very lucrative and it does look very powerful, but you're going to have to also deal with somebody else's success that I don't know why. Must be a sibling, because it must be a little bit of like rivalry from the past. Anyway, so I'm getting the Five of Wands here for the House of Love. So, I mean, if you're single, you might meet somebody that is a fire sign. That's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, where you guys just might not get along very well, but it could be very like sparky and, you know, could be a lot of fun, but it might not be the most permanent thing, or maybe you could make it work. I don't know. It just doesn't look like, the deepest relationship for you singles out there, but it could be a really good time. So that's up to you. And we do have the Judgment card here. So just make sure that if you are getting involved with somebody, make sure they see the real you and not what is being advertised or what other people are saying about you. Because I feel like you're going to get an extremely bad rap by asked to be a cheerleader for somebody else. Like if it's not for you, that's fine. Just don't do it, okay? Because everything else is still going to happen. And that's all I'm getting. Okay. See you, Sag. Bye.